Here's how you're going to lose body fat in the next 7 days without following a strict meal plan, without working out every day, and still eating your favorite Caribbean foods along the journey. So there's a couple of things you need to know when it comes to going from this to this. Just like my client Nini, Jeannie, Bethan, Sam, they all follow these exact same strategies I'm going to give you so you can do the same. It's establishing a calorie deficit. So to be able to eat your favorite Caribbean food, whether it's goat water, bakes, stew, rice and peas, whatever it is, you need to know how many calories you're currently consuming to create a calorie deficit. Or if you don't know your calories, you need to know the portions that you're consuming as a whole. So the best way to start off this is going to be going online, using a calorie calculator to try and figure out, okay, how many calories do I need to maintain my current weight? Then from there, we're just going to remove about 500 to 750 calories. If you want to lose body fat fast in the next 7 days, I recommend going 750 calories. After you figure out how many calories you're going to be trying to eat to create that calorie deficit, you're going to start tracking your food. So if you're someone, I get it, when you come from a Caribbean background, it can be hard to try and track everything because the amount of ingredients, you're going to have to suck it up. This is the truth, right? How do you think I was able to figure all this out, right? I sucked it up and I actually figured out total ingredients, calculated it, so I know the calories of these foods. Here's an easy hack for you if you don't want to track it: portion control. This is such an easy system that I get all my clients doing who haven't got the time to just track their calories. It's not the most accurate way, but it's going to help us to take control of our total nutritional intake to allow us to create some kind of calorie deficit. Get some portion control cups and start using it to portion out your meal. Meal planning. For this to work and you to be able to see the results you want, it comes down to who can stay consistent the longest. And to make ourselves stay consistent, we need to have some kind of plan we're following. We need to establish what you're going to enjoy to make sure you can stay consistent. So bacon, saltfish. So we've got our protein, a little bit of carbs, and some fiber as well that comes from the fruit, okay? Then we have some goat water here. Inside the goat water, we also have some dumplings in here. But what I would do is a bit of a hack is add additional fiber in there. Don't be afraid to add more carrots in there, add some different veggies to volumize it. We have some butternut squash stew with some chicken, and we got some rice. The mistake a lot of Caribbeans make is they overload on the carbohydrates. The calories that they're using is going to potentially blow the calorie deficit. As you can see here, I've got a smaller portion of rice. What I've done is I've overloaded with butternut squash. Because butternut squash is so low in calories, I can get away with having a lot of it. When it comes to creating a Caribbean inspired meal plan, it's important to make sure you have enough protein inside of your plan. A lot of Caribbeans just aren't having enough protein. And what we simply need to do is make sure with each meal, we're building it around protein. So the foundation is, okay, protein, then what carbohydrate source I'm gonna pair that meal with. It's going to be the way you're cooking your foods. So you're frying up your bakes, there's nothing wrong with it. So these are dried out, by the way, if you're wondering why they kind of look like that. I've left them out for a while. But if you're cooking your bakes and you're frying it with an excessive amount of oil, what's going to happen is just wasting calories. So we go around 750-ish calories to 800 calories. This is from oil. Like, think about it. If you're frying some of these foods that you love eating, of course it's going to be hard for you to stick with inside your calorie deficit. Utilize things like an air fryer, right? Measure out your oils that you're actually using. Movement. Guys, too many of us are sat on our bums and we aren't moving much. And I hear this ridiculous excuse that I'm too busy to get my steps in. You're not too busy. You're just not planning and you're not being strategic when it comes to getting your steps in. If you're someone who's stuck at a desk all day because of the nature of your job, you have deadlines, your meetings, I know it can be difficult. Just get some movement in. If it means you need to wake up a little bit earlier, do so. You need to use a walk-in pad or invest in a walk-in pad. I'll put a link in the description if you want to get one, the one I personally use. It's really going to speed up your rate of weight loss because if you're not moving much and you're consuming all these calories, of course, the rate of loss is going to be very slow compared to if you just move more. So incorporate movement. And guys, if you want to have help on your own fitness journey, learn how to keep the culture element alive in your diet, check out the link in the description box, fill the application, I'll reach out to you, we can have a little discussion. If we're a good fit, we can go from there. Other than that, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, like, share, comment, subscribe.